It was a late night on the planet Ryloth. Animals that roamed the planet's surface were safely tucked away, and the beautiful luminescent flora bathed the world in a beautiful glow. This is where it was hidden. The archive minded by its humble curator, Eros. He would never admit it, but he was hiding, even though the one that he feared would find him already knew where he was. But she was kind enough to leave him to his work. All Eros wanted to do was leave the past behind him, but within moments, his past would rear its head and force him to face it.
My lord,
Yes? What is it?
2 guests have arrived.
If it's another envoy from the Empire, tell them my answer is still no.
No, my lord, the ones of the Alliance.
Bring them in. Welcome. It's not every day I receive visitors from the Eternal Alliance.
Then today you probably feel very fortunate.
You don't look too happy to see us.
Trust me, I'm overjoyed.
Is that a bit of fear I sense in your voice? It has been a while since you have seen us.
Before Zaku.
Have you come to taunt, or do you actually have something for me?
Several new entries for you. Some I think you will find very interesting.
Or boring.
None of my entries are boring. Yes, these are very interesting.
One more thing, Eros.
Triss reaches into the pouches on her belt, producing 2 red sith holocrons. Those aren't...
They are.
I assume they're...
Redacted in some way? No. All the information is here. Even the incident on Raxus Prime.
Is she sure about releasing this information?
Their pasts can do them no harm, though with this information, they may come for you first.
If one should getteth the notion that the feathers indicate a lack of brawn, he would be swiftly reminded of the meaning of the title he holdeth.
She is confident that you can handle yourself.
Or something along those lines. Be sure to treat these with respect, Curator. I would hate for our interactions to become unpleasant.
Venris, tell them both that I am sorry.
They know you are. Keep up the good work, Eros.
And the shield still stands. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. To become a Sith, one must purge the heart and mind of every notion of peace. But for most, this change of heart does not come easy. Layla was no different from others who arrived at the academy, subjected to cruel treatment, unfair tests, and severe trials, all with the promise that she would be made stronger through pain. Through all of this, Layla tried her best to hold on to her humanity and sought out a friend. Eventually, she found one, named Ava. The two looked out for one another, trying their best to survive the dangerous trials beset on them by the Overseers. After a year, Layla still struggled. She was no duelist, but still able to hold her own in a fight. What really saved her was her mind. Layla thirsted for knowledge. She did whatever she could to learn new force and saber techniques. This bred a rivalry between her and another acolyte named Braxis. He was the skilled duelist and fighter, and he hated Layla. Layla delved deep into Sith texts, even sneaking into restricted areas of the academy, trying to find something to give her an edge. And her efforts were greatly rewarded. Layla discovered a stone tablet hidden in an antechamber in the Valley of the Dark Lords. It described 2 powerful archaic force abilities. Among them was one called Odogenia, the Dark Side Web. Layla studied and practiced these abilities for months, but was unable to perform a single one. Layla cursed herself for her weakness. She cursed her mother for sending her there. In a moment of unbridled pain and rage, she reached out and conjured the web, but her triumph gave way to the weight of hubris. She was not strong enough to maintain such a power. Blood flowed from her nose and sickness gripped her as she fell to her knees. But seeing her effort bear fruit gave her the understanding she so greatly needed. The peace she craved in friendship and her family was a trap, caging her rage and blinding her to her goal. Ava was making her weak, and weakness will not be tolerated. Layla resolved in her mind that Ava must be eliminated. Even with that determination, Layla was unsure if she could do it. Unbeknownst to Layla, since she arrived at the academy, she was being watched. Not only by her mother, but a Sith named Vicarian, who took up interest in Layla because of her rivalry with Braxis. He had been watching her while she searched for ancient knowledge and power. Her bond with Ava was problematic, but her potential was very promising. All she needed was an opportunity to apply what she had learned. Vicarian praised Layla's ability and cunning. He informed her that her final trial would be upon her soon, and completion would mean that she would be ready to advance her training. Whether she was prepared or not, her next trial would shape her future, sending her down a torrential river towards her destiny, a destiny filled with knowledge and power, but lined with endless pain. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of Lost Archives. That bit at the beginning was brought to you by some very close friends of mine and something that I have been wanting to do for years. If you guys like that audio drama format, please let me know, and please like, comment, and share this video. It is the only way that all of us creators can fight back against the evil algorithm known as YouTube. Again, thank you all for watching. Retor Shemi, and may the Force serve you well.